you're going to hear an audio tape of Grandma Iole Banker, Grandma Iole Banker, Martinat Banker, and she's in the middle there with her hair that has been dyed blonde and curled. And those are her two first cousins, Eliana Morello and Eva Morello Bonetto. And that photo was taken in 1951. Just about the same height, it looks like they all were. And here's my mom, Yolanda, Lonnie, when she went back to Italy by herself on a trip in 1970. So we have Grandma Iola's first cousins, Eva on the right with the white shirt, and Eliana with that reddish one, and Eliana's daughter, Daniela, right there, and Eva's son, Tonino, right there. And you're going to hear an audio tape of Grandma Iole.
Right. Where is he couldn't do that very well in Italy.
So here we have Daniela, that's Eliana's daughter, and her husband. Daniela sposata married to Domenico La Rosa, born in Milan. And then this recent photo, or more recent one, was Daniela married later to Gianni. And here's Daniela's son, Alex, my cousin. He was born in Ivrea on the 24th of November, 1980. So a few months before I was born. I think he's really handsome right there. That's when he was working in the bakery making bread. Unfortunately, Alex died in a car accident around Pinerolo in when he was only, it was like 2011, I think. On September 21st. I think he was just about 30. Something like that. And there's Alex when he was a baby with Daniela and his grandma Eliana. And there's Eva over there. And that's Eva and her husband Mayo, their three grandchildren. So Tonino's three children. Chiara standing on the right, holding Thomas, and then Julia. There's Tonino there. His wife Sharon. Okay. And there's Daniela with the orange on. So on the left, Eva, and then Eliana. So I guess Eliana's a little shorter and Eva's a little taller. And then Mayo in the back there, and Thomas, Daniela, and Sharon's mother.
The people
and what are we talking about?
right, where is he he couldn't do that very well in Italy.
It's our family.
And
Our side of the
the
family.
people and what are you doing? And he hated it. He just hated that.
Fascism.
Yeah.
Your dad's dad.
My dad's dad.
So we're talking about Dante's dad hated fascism. So you can see here, I guess my dad, Eugene, if they got this right, was born in Denver, Colorado.
Fascism.
Yeah.
Your dad's dad.
My dad's dad. And so he said, you should really go to America because my aunt was there by now.
So it was Dante's dad that instigated, kind of made Dante think, I should go to America. It's not going to be so good here in Italy.
Yeah.
Your dad's dad.
My dad's dad. And so he said, you should really go to America because my aunt was there by now. And he says you'll have much better opportunity than here. And and it's free. It's a free country. You won't be free here.
Why did Manya go?
With the fascism, you won't be free.
It's free. It's a free country. You won't be free here.
Why did Manya go easy day? Why'd she go to America first?
Well, she was kind of a slut, and I wouldn't put this in it.
Well, I guess, just in those times, things were a little different, where if you didn't get married to somebody, people said bad things back then, I guess. I like this picture of Grandpa Bob. Very cute smile there. And Ida and my mom Yolanda Lani and Dante in the background there. This was taken not sure where. See, I'd kind of always hold Grandma, like, you can see I'm holding her, like, under her armpit there a little bit, just to give her a little bit more stability so she could, not fall down. She seemed pretty unsteady on her feet for quite a long time. Mom Yolanda, Lonnie's got her hair done real nice there. And Grandma Yola's, look at the color. She always had I love that color she'd have on her hair there. So yeah, Manya Easy Day came to America first. And this one, here's a reunion in 2008 when Yola's son Jack went back over there to Italy.
I think she went with every Tom, Dick, and he was 16, remember? She was married, this guy was married, and this married lady, I think, found out that he'd been seeing her, and she was going to run her out of town.
Oh.
So that's when she scooted to America.
Oh, so that's kind of why Manya Easy Day came here first, Dante's sister. So let's see, Dante is the other side of the family. So Dante's sister that we're talking about. So she came over to America first. Oh, what are we doing here?
her out of town.
Oh.
He'd been seeing her, and she was going to run her out of town.
Oh.
So that's when she scooted to America.
Whoops. Huh, why is it coming out all funny? What do we gotta put this on? Maybe let's try that.
Because his plan worked.
Let's see. I just can't make this thing work right. Oh, I don't know. I think I had it.
Dante's daily pain paid off, though, because his plan worked. Dante's daily pain paid off, though, because his plan worked.
I don't think you need that going on. All right. But
I don't think you do.
it sounds weird. No, it's unnecessary, that word. So he had the idea of putting several drops of acid on his teeth.
I guess we're just reading now. Grandma Iole would help me read a lot. Okay, so here we go. This was in 2008, right when the financial crisis started to happen. Iole's son Jack, Grandma Iole's son Jack, and his wife Sandy went to Italy, and here you can see them talking on the phone, trying to figure out where they are because they were meeting at the train station. And here they all are, Daniela on the left, and then Johnny's daughter, and Johnny, and then Jack, Iola's son, and then Sharon, who's holding her son Tonino, her son Thomas, and there's Sharon and Tonino's son Thomas, and Sharon and Tonino's younger daughter Julia, and then there's Tonino there in the background. Actually, I think he's a little bit taller than Jack. And there's Tonino talking on the phone, probably getting in contact with one of the other family members that couldn't make it to the dinner. Wish I was there. It was a really nice, looked like a nice get together. So Thomas, the little boy, on the left, and then Tonino and his first cousin Daniela, and then Sharon, Tonino's wife, and Johnny's daughter. There's Johnny, Sandy, Jack's wife, and then Julia right here. So, same people. Johnny's daughter, Johnny, he's the one that Daniela had been dating and eventually married. And then there's Tonino. So Daniela is Eliana's daughter, and Tonino is Eva's daughter. And then there's Sandy, it's Jack's wife, and then Sharon, that's Tonino's wife, and the mother of Julia in the jeans, and Thomas, who are the children of Tonino and Sharon. So Sharon, Jack, Daniela, Tonino. And And here's the dinner again. Johnny on the left, then Jack, then Julia, and on the right in the back it's Tonino and Daniela, Sharon, and Johnny's daughter, I forgot her name. Ah, here's the family tree. I'm glad it's in this book. I think I have it somewhere on a piece of paper, but so let's see here. Where should we start? So it all starts with Grandma Iola's grandparents. And Grandma Iola's grandparents are Susanna Sophie Desiree Godino and Giacomo Rivoaro, and their children, two of them here, as you can see, Clelia Rivoaro and Ida Rivoaro. So Ida was the older daughter, born in 1894, and Clelia was the younger daughter, born in 1897. So Susanna and Giacomo were Ida's parents, Grandma Iola's grandparents. And then Ida, we know the story, married Dante. They had Iole, and in America she spelled it Yola because it sounded a little bit more like it. People could understand that better. And Grandma Iole married Grandpa Bob, Robert Lemuel Banker, and he was born in Des Moines, Iowa, and they had Yolanda and John, Jack, and then Yolanda married Eugene, and had me. We got that side down. And then, so we just have to remember that Ida's parents were called Susanna and Giacomo. Susanna Godino and Giacomo Rivoaro. And so besides having Ida, they also had Clelia. So Clelia was Ida's sister, or Grandma Iola's aunt on her mother's side, her only aunt on her mother's side. She didn't have an uncle on her mother's side. And so Clelia Rivoaro married Giovanni Morello, and they had two children here. Eliana Morello, the older one, born in 1923, same year as Grandma Iole, and Eva Morello, both born in Pinerolo. And then Eliana married Giovanni Pina, and they had their daughter Daniela Pina, who married Domenico La Rosa, and they had their son Alex La Rosa. And then Eliana's sister, Eva, which is Clelia's other daughter, she married Mayo or Bartolomeo Bonetto, and they had Antonio Bonetto, also known as Tonino, and he married Sharon Alcock from England, and she was born in Blackpool, England. And Tonino was born in Pinerolo. And then they had 3 children, all born in Pinerolo. Chiara, and then Julia, and then Thomas. So it's nice to see the family tree. So we can go back as far as Grandma Iola's grandparents. So Ida Rivoire, had a sister too, Clelia, and their parents were Susanna Sophie Desiree Godino. I think that sounds pretty Frenchy, the Sophie Desiree. Born in 1965, and she married, that was Grandma Iola's grandmother and Ida's mother. And then Ida's father, or Grandma Iola's father, was Giacomo Rivoaro, also born in 1965. It doesn't say here where he was born, but Grandma Iola's grandmother, or Ida's mother, Susanna Sophie Desiree Godino, was born in Prarostino, in the valleys there. I think that's the Waldensian Valleys. Very nice. I think that's it. I guess Sandy and Jack made this and gave it to our Italian cousins. A gift for our family from Sandy and Jack Banker. December 2008. Oh, yeah. So this book was made in December 2008, like it was a Christmas present. But the actual reunion was in the fall, late summer, like September, I think, right when, I think it happened right when the Lehman Brothers went bankrupt and the market crashed, fell off a cliff in the fall, in September of 2008, the great financial crisis. So one last look at Grandma Iola's mother, Ida Rivoaro, and her parents, Susanna Sophie Desiree and Giacomo. So Susanna Sophie Desiree Godino, her maiden name, and Giacomo Rivoaro. So that's Ida's parents, Grandma Iola's grandparents, and then Ida's sister, Clelia, Grandma Iola's aunt. So Grandma Iola's grandparents, Susanna Godino and Giacomo Rivoaro. Susanna Sophie Desiree Godino. And there's Giacomo Rivoaro. Born during the Civil War. Grandmama's parents were, Ida's parents were. It's nice to have the dates. Grandma Iola's grandparents. And a photo of her mother Ida when she was very young, just a little girl. I think it's the only one of the few photos I have of her as a little girl.